Yo, what's good? I'm Daze. Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Hit that subscribe and join the wave.
A huge update about The Matrix 5 from the director after 2 years of silence. The cyberpunk sci-fi franchise was finally revived back in 2021. The Matrix Resurrections, which was a terrible movie, unperformed at the box office, making just $160 million against $190 million budget. However, that did not stop Warner Bros. From pursuing a new installment with Drew Goddard writing and directing. So they got a whole new director for The Matrix 5. Following the initial announcement in 2024, updates on The Matrix 5 have been minimal, but there is some good news. In an interview with Screen Rant's Liam Crowley for Project Hail Mary, Goddard confirmed that the 5th installment is still in the works. He says, "I'm writing and cave writing. I don't know how long I'll be in that writing cave, but whenever I come out, I will have news to share." So he's making sure that The Matrix 5 is a success, bro, because let's be honest, man, we always was let down with The Matrix 4. The real Morpheus wasn't even in The Matrix 4, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was Morpheus at? Why did they have to get a whole new Temu Morpheus in The Matrix 4? That's what really pissed me off. So when The Matrix 5 was announced in 2024, Warner Bros. Executive Jesse Ehrman confirmed the story will advance the fantasy world without straying too far from what made the series a success. However, there were no further details on potential filming and release window, but that will ultimately depend on whether the executives approve the script. While there has been little progress and no production timeline, the new update is reassuring. It confirms the 5th Matrix movie is still happening. However, the plot details remain under wraps, and it's unclear whether major stars like Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss plan to reprise their role as Neo and Trinity. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If Keanu Reeves ain't in the movie, just scrap it. Just cancel it. Ain't nobody gonna watch it, okay? We only watch The Matrix to see Keanu Reeves, and we also want to see Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus. So if you ain't bringing them back for The Matrix 5, just don't even put the movie out. The upcoming installment will be the first without either of the Wachowski sisters directly involved, as they originated the popular Matrix franchise. However, Lana Wachowski will act as an executive producer after previously helming the 4th installment without her sister. During those 2 years, Goddard prioritized a few projects, including the upcoming Project Hail Mary, which is based on Andy Weir's novel, and ABC's High Potential, which he created. It's also been reported that the filmmaker was recruited to join James Gunn's writer's room to map the DC universe after he took over as co-boss of DC Studios. Nevertheless, there's no doubt that there could be some pressure to perfect the script in light of how much of a failure The Matrix 4 was. And that's true, man. Like, when you look at what happened with The Matrix 4, you have to make sure that The Matrix 5 is good. If it takes 5 years to write the script for The Matrix 5, let it take 5 years, because there's no rush. I don't think anybody is in a rush to see a Matrix 5 movie, so you have to make sure that this script is good. Kind of like what Matt Reeves is doing with the Batman Part 2. You know, the first movie came out back in 2022. It was a huge success, but many people like myself criticized the film, and I feel like the reason why it's taken so long for the Batman 2 is because Matt Reeves wanted to make sure that the script for the second movie is better than the first one. Look at The Penguin. The Penguin, which was a spinoff of the Batman, was a huge success. I think it was pure cinema. I give it a 10 out of 10. One of the best TV series. It's only one season, but that one season, one of the best TV series I've ever seen in my life. So taking time with a script is not a bad thing, man. While critics and audience reception slightly improved from Revolutions, Nevertheless, there's no doubt that there could be some pressure to perfect the script in light of The Matrix Resurrections. While critics and audience reception slightly improved from Revolutions, it currently holds its 63% on Rotten Tomatoes. Unfortunately, the 4th installment was a flop after failing to recover most of the budget. However, it is worth noting that the film was released during COVID, right? So just like Tenet, I feel like Tenet, which is directed by Christopher Nolan, starring John David Washington and Robert Pattinson, I love the movie Tenet. I would love to see Christopher Nolan make a sequel to Tenet, but unfortunately, Tenet came out during COVID time and it wasn't in theaters that long before it ended up on HBO Max. So I feel like if that movie was released like after COVID, I feel like that movie would have been way bigger than what it was. And the movie still made a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? So before the fourth movie, the Matrix Reloaded and the Matrix Revolutions made 467 million, 741 million, and 427 million respectively. Resolutions, released in 2003, had a massive dip in profits, but the Wachowski sisters had initially intended to make a three-part story. For nearly 2 decades, however, Warner Bros. Encouraged another installment, and Lana Wachowski returned as a solo director. See, that was a mistake, bro. If the people had a success with the first 3 movies and they say, you know what, we finished our story, let's leave it alone. Don't pressure them to keep making more, bro. This is why I'm happy Christopher Nolan stopped with The Dark Knight Rises, because if he would have kept making more Batman movies, there's a chance it would have been trash, bro. Because the director has a vision, they fulfilled the vision, and you shouldn't just keep doing something for the money, bro. That's when the product, that's when the quality of the product goes down. You know what I'm saying? However, production wasn't smooth sailing due to filming interruptions during the pandemic. Despite no casting confirmation at this time, Keanu Reeves has agreed to do another Matrix movie. Back in 2021, he revealed he would return to the franchise as long as producer Lana Wachowski invited him to participate. Reeves has played Neo in all of the films so far. On the other hand, my boy Lawrence Fishburne, who played the original Morpheus, was a little bit hesitant. The actor appeared in the original trilogy as Neo's mentor, but he was ultimately replaced in Resurrections by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, who played the AI program based on the Morpheus character. In April of 2025, he appeared on the talk show The View, and he was asked if he would return for The Matrix 5. Fishburne didn't give a clear answer and said it depended on the circumstances, including who was involved, how well the script was written. He added that it would be under the condition that he will be offered the role. Fishburne volunteered to return for the 2021 film with that flop, but he claimed the production didn't respond well to that, so they basically didn't want him to come back. While The Matrix 5 is still well in development, it's unclear how the Warner Bros. And Paramount acquisition deal will impact the movie's status. Until then, it may be a while until there is more certainty about the upcoming installment and who will return. So with that being said, it's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Are you guys excited for The Matrix 5? Or do you think they should just leave this Matrix franchise alone? Do you think that enough damage has already been done with The Matrix 4? Or do you feel like they have to put out a part 5 to redeem themselves from that trash movie that came out back in 2021? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching.
Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Subscribe and ride the wave.